Alright folks, it's your boy, Kingdom Rush Guy, back at it again. Today we're going to be doing the heroic challenge of the Dark Tower, the final, not post-game level of Kingdom Rush. And so, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a bombard tower, upgrade it to a Tesla, and we're going to get some archer towers, a militia down here, some wizard towers, another archer tower, a wizard tower, and then we're just going to send out the next wave. So, fair warning, because I love giving you guys fair warnings. This is my first playthrough of the level on this difficulty, or wow, not on this difficulty, sorry. My first playthrough of this level on this account. I beat the level, not on this account, on my alternate account before. But obviously that's not on this account. And so hopefully this setup is something I generally remember, is that this tower is really good at dealing with skeletons that will be coming out of here eventually. And if they don't come out of here, I'll be feeling very betrayed and very hurt, and won't be a good time for anybody. But we'll see. I seem to recall that they do come out of here. At least they do on the iron difficulty. A thing to note on this level in particular is that these demon rings will not spawn demons at any point. So in case you were worried about that, do not be. Because they have been deactivated. Because as you can see, Veznan is no longer here. He is somewhere else. It's a mystery. Maybe we'll find out. We actually do find out where exactly Veznan is hiding. Well, hiding might be a strong word. Where exactly he is in post-game level, which should be fun. Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. They might have actually changed the makeup of the waves. Just because, I don't remember it being imps and gargoyles and wolves, but that could just be a spotty memory. Okay, now we got some stuff coming out here, which is more in line with what I actually remembered. Yeah, so we're just going to wait for our towers to finish this up. We're probably going to get a Wrath of the Forest on this Ranger Tower, because as we all know, Wrath of the Forest is a very, very powerful upgrade. Yeah, we're going to send out this next wave with 15 seconds to spare, so we get some extra coinage. And then, yeah, we're going to get Wrath of the Forest here very soon. Yeah, so far, it seems like, I mean, it's been pretty simple, and we're halfway through. So it looks like we might have a good setup. Maybe the skeletons will come out later, but I really did think that there would be skeletons in this. I don't know why I did. No, maybe the Kingdom Rush game is gaslighting me. I guess we'll see if that's actually the case. Yeah. Oh, there's a skeleton. Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew it. You guys all believed me, right? Right? Well, I hope you did, because you're stuck with me, at least for as long as you continue to watch my videos. Yeah, but this level is fairly simple, I think. I mean, I'll say that, and then, it's gonna come around, and my defenses are just gonna be, terrible, and I won't be able to actually get through the level, and then you can all laugh at me for, my hubris. Yeah, but this level is, honestly, it is pretty simple. You just want to get your Tesla up. You want to get the right side upgraded as much as possible. We're actually going to send out a rain of fire just so we can send out this next wave right now. And then, yeah, just continue getting ranger towers over here with Wrath of the Forest, just because, once again, they help out a lot with making sure these skeletons over here get hit by this very good Tesla tower. Alright, skeletons are threatening to overwhelm us just a little bit here, but it's nothing we can't handle. Alright, there we go. And Elora is particularly good on this level, even with the prevalence of demons. Just because we're actually probably going to get poison on this archer tower. Actually, we'll get this one up and then get a poison on it. Just because she can do... and actually, I think she's like one of the only towers in the game that can... Or one of the only units in the game that can do this in this game. In Frontiers, there are towers that can. But she can do area of effect magic damage, which is something that is particularly unique, at least among the towers that the player has access to. I think there are some enemies who can do an area of effect magic style damage. I'm not sure if it's actually magic damage or not. Yeah, but it's very useful, especially with the armored skeletons, because I believe... Oh, they just have low armor, but they have a lot of health, which is kind of frustrating to deal with, honestly. We're actually going to get some more, or just not more poison. We're just some poison on here. Just to help out with the damage dealing on these guys, because they are pretty beefy. But it looks like we're going to take them down, and we can send out the next wave, and we are 2 waves into being into the final wave. That was not how I should have phrased that. We are 2 waves away from being done with the heroic challenge. Then the last challenge that we have to face for the normal game modes is the iron challenge of this level. And yeah. And the reason that I'm doing this in this manner is just because, I don't know, I want to. No, it's not that, really. It's because the game just recommends that you get 60 stars before you actually go into the post-game content. So I'm listening to the devs. What a good person I am. Yeah. I had a nice discussion with a friend today, and I think we can talk about this just because it seems like, again, we're doing okay here, about meta in games. And if you don't know what meta is a literary device, a literary trope, perhaps, that is basically associated with self-reference. So, if you've ever read a series of unfortunate events, whenever the author, Lemony Snicket, references the fact that the characters are in a book, or in some way, uses the fact that they are in a book to utilize, a literary device, or references specifically text and the textual form of the media that they're in, that is called meta. That is the name of that style of writing. And I wanted to get your guys' opinions on it, I guess, just because I'm not sure exactly where I fall on meta things. I think, as with almost all literary or even just normal things, really, if you're going to use meta, and I don't want to say for all literary things, because you can do things that don't follow this in a good way, and sometimes it's even better to do things that don't explicitly follow this rule. But I think it is a good mindset kind of to have, where And the mindset is like, if you're going to write about something, and if you're going to want people to read it, you should try your best. We're actually going to get another barracks here just because skeletons are threatening to leak through. You should try your best to say something that hasn't been said before with it, you know? Like, you should, yeah, that's really it. You should be using the device in a, and again, kind of like saying, oh, well, if you want to write something, it has to be a completely new thing that no one's ever done before. I don't want to give the impression that that's my opinion of meta, but I think within your novel specifically, and I think this is an important distinction to make, within your novel, if you're going to use recurring things like that, or within your piece of art, you should try and utilize it in a way that means you're saying something that's interesting with it. And that doesn't mean it has to be a completely novel concept, because honestly, no one can come up with completely novel concepts, or if they do, they're exceedingly rare. That's why we kind of have the concept of novel concepts. If everyone was coming up with something new all the time, well, everything would just be new. We wouldn't really have a separate word for novelty. But I think it is kind of important at the same time to realize that, and this kind of ties into self-esteem a little bit, like, you are a person. You have good ideas about things that, like, you need to share with the world. Or maybe not that you need to share them, because I don't want to put that kind of pressure on people, but like, if you choose to share them, you should be confident in yourself that you are sharing them, because people by and large have interesting things to say about most things. Like, every person has unique ideas about things that just haven't been thought before or haven't been expounded on before, because their previous authors are just too scared to write about them. And I think that's something that we have to realize. And we just have to be less afraid of ourselves. Yeah. So that was the heroic challenge on Kingdom Rush. Obviously, it's on Kingdom Rush. That was the Iron Tower Heroic Challenge on Veteran difficulty. Thanks so much for watching. As always, let me know in the comments if you liked the video, what your favorite part was, if this helped you out. Or if you didn't like it, tell me why, and I'll do my best to try and improve. But yeah, have a lovely night, folks. It's been a pleasure.